guys, welcome back to Hoarder's Heart. On this confessional, I'm going to be talking about, can a hoarder, become a minimalist? If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. I'm a hoarder, and I conceal my identity by putting the sunglasses on, the phone in front of my face, because I'm still feeling a little too, vulnerable to admit to the world who I am. And here's my message. But yes, so this episode, I'm going to be talking about minimalism. And I even just learned how to say the word minimalism because it couldn't even come out of my mouth. And I want to talk about, could a hoarder change so drastically that they could become a minimalist? Lately, I have been almost obsessed with all of the minimalist blogs, lifestyle, everything. Of course, I've listened to the actual minimalists. And then there's a small wardrobe. I love her. She's adorable. Then there's like the minimal mom. And I've just been coming across all these channels. And I am just fascinated by it. Because to me, they're like my unicorns. Everyone who knows my channel knows how much I love my unicorns. They're human unicorns to me. They are what I could dream to be. Because to me, they seem so free. They seem so free of what has me tied up in my hoarding, where my stuff is my identity, my emotion, my feelings, my everything. My life is so OCD tied to my things. And I think, wow, if I could be a minimalist, I would be so free of all of those chains of my stuff, the emotion attached to stuff, consumerism, materialism, debt, all these things that have accumulated in my life from my hoarding, and on this channel, I talk more about how the mental struggles that I struggle with my hoarding and how I hold on to things, the attachments that are formed, the brain process of it, the anxiety that is triggered when I let certain things go. But I just had to think, as I watch all these minimalist blogs, can a hoarder become one? Can a hoarder be so far on the other side of the spectrum and then make it to there? If there is anybody who is out there who was a hoarder and made it to that goal, I would love to meet that person. I would love to sit down and talk to that person. How did you do it? How did you get there? And can I get there? And I've contemplated that thought many times, me as a hoarder, because I've lived, my God, I've done so good since last year. From where I was last year to where I am now, cleaning out stuff and letting go and making a little better decisions, quicker decisions, being able to create these habits of decluttering better and organizing better. Could I make it to that finish line? The holy moly, I'm the unicorn minimalist now, and I can live this lifestyle because, like I said, they seem so free. And if you don't know what minimalist is or minimalism, this is what I'm taking from it. It seems like to me that they can obviously live with less stuff. They've learned that they don't need all of this stuff. They don't need all of this clutter. They don't need all the big houses. They don't need, the big fancy cars for their happiness, for their soul, for their spirit. They don't need that to feel good about themselves and to enjoy life and to enjoy what the earth has to offer. They want to do save the environment and the earth by buying less, consuming less, using what they have, and just enjoying what life truly is, with their family, or even traveling the world and earth, and they're just focused on what their hearts and soul truly want in life, and that they get themselves in this place where they don't buy all this stuff, they don't overbuy, they don't consume, and they're now debt free because they didn't accumulate debt by buying a bunch of crap, and now they can do the things that they want to do, and they recognize the few pieces that really mean a lot to them. That's what I took from minimalism. If I'm wrong or you want to add anything, I would love to read in the comments below. If you're actually watching this and you are a minimalist, I would love to just pick your brain. But to me, like, that's why where I am on the spectrum, in the sense that I can hold on, like, I can hold on to this nail polish and be like, but this is my nail polish that I bought next year, and attach this personal story and freak the hell out if you throw it out. This is just an example. But I could freak out because in my hoarding, this could represent some kind of an emotional attachment, right? And for a hoarder, if they want to get to this level, we have to heal in our minds. We have to find healing and know that we're more than this, detach our emotions from this, find healing for whatever reason we've made this connection to hold on to this item because it represents this in our life. And, that way we can avoid a panic attack, depression, freaking out, all those things. That's why a hoarder was going to hold on to those things. It represents something emotionally. You know how people say everybody has something, right? Everybody has something to deal with their emotions, whether it's drinking, shopping too much, overeating, binge eating, whatever it is. Whenever these emotions rise up or stress of life rises up, people figure out coping mechanisms, right? How to make it go away. I'm hoarding. Hoarding keeps the stress and the anxiety calm. That was my coping mechanism. But now that I'm letting go of stuff and learning that, I'm trying to find new coping ways, which is now, I had a video on that a few weeks ago, spirituality, writing, meditating, giving, all these wonderful things. So I feel like I might be going a little too far the other way. A hoarder's mind does that, We can be a little scatterbrained, and that's why it's hard for us to focus. Not all of us, but some of us, that definitely is a big thing, is keeping us focused. So here's the question. Can I get rid of the nail polish now? Because if I'm a hoarder who wants to be a minimalist, or who aspires to at least try and move towards that lifestyle, can I get rid of the nail polish? Well, now I feel like I could let this go now. But I couldn't let it go in the sense of it goes into a dumpster. I have to give it to somebody. Someone has to use it. That wiring in my head is still there. But I'm learning to let it go. Like, just because this is pretty coral pink, it represents my personality and it makes me happy, I can start to learn to detach. So if you're a hoarder and you want to try to become a minimalist as well, or at least take the steps going that way, it's going to start in your mind. I'm going to tell you that right now. Everything is going to start right up here, guys. You are going to have to learn healing. You're going to have to learn that it's okay. You're going to have to boost yourself up, write positive affirmations, say that I can do this. Start with very small things at a time. Little sections. That's why I did the clutter snowball. I started with the smallest room, which is this room. Start with the smallest room. Do small sections at a time to keep your anxiety or depression at bay, things that you can handle, and then just keep going and keep going and keep going. I think it would be phenomenal if in 5 years I can say, look at me, I'm a minimalist. Look, I did it. I finally did it. I was able to let go of all of my stuff and be free of it. But it's going to take a journey. It's going to take a process. Something like this is not going to happen overnight. It's just not. And what a minimalism looks like to me might be the average American, honestly, because I have so much stuff. I mean, I probably have double what the actual American people have in their household. I might have double because, like I said, it's an accumulation of my life. It's not that I'm a shopaholic. I'm actually learning that I'm pretty good with taking shopping out. I'm actually pretty good at that. It was a collection, my hoarding anyway, is a collection of years upon years of me holding on to stuff. Me yard sailing, so you could get 10 things for $1. Not dumpster diving, but on trash day, if people were throwing really nice things out, I had to rescue it from the dumpster. That was my mind thought, and I still kind of feel like that. I'm rescuing it from the dumpster. I can use it, but unfortunately, it made my house turn into the dumpster, instead of actually using it, it went into the basement or the laundry room, like you see now, me cleaning this out. So, will I ever become a minimalist? God, I hope so. That would be really awesome. That would be really, that to me, that would be true freedom. But for now, as a hoarder, I can just make the baby steps to kind of go towards that. I'm not going to become one overnight. I don't even know if I will become one. I'm sure if I really put my brain to it, or if anyone out there who's like, I'm done hoarding, I'm over it, get all of this crap up, anything is possible. If you think it right in your mind, if you're ready to quit, if you're ready to change, if you're ready to do anything, your mind is strong enough to change anything, any habit, any bad habit. When you are driven, when you are ready to change, you can do it. Nothing can stop you when you are driven. And some of that mentality of me being driven and changing my hoarding to become a typical American household has found this drive within me, this drive that I'm like, this isn't happiness. This isn't what I'm supposed to do. People don't understand hoarding. I want to be the voice of hoarding. I want people to understand the struggle so that we can get help. I want other hoarders to know we're not alone. And guess what? We're not. We're not alone. We can do this. So whether we just want to get rid of stuff, whether we want to just be the typical American household, or whether we want to be a minimalist, you can do it. You can do whatever your mind wants to do. And I do truly believe in my heart, if there is a hoarder out there that's like, I am done and I am driven, that they too could become a minimalist with the right help and the right attitude and with enough time and maybe a good therapist, because Lord knows when you start getting rid of your things, I can attest to that. When you start getting rid of your things, all these suppressed emotions are going to come up, and now you're going to have to learn how to deal with it. That's not a bad thing. It's really not. We've suppressed these emotions. We should have learned how to deal with it, maybe in a healthier way, but they're going to arise like how they arise for me, and then I just kind of deal with it at a time. So guys, I think I'm actually going to wrap this up. This vlog was just my heart as a hoarder, saying, could a hoarder become a minimalist? Absolutely. Absolutely, if somebody is driven enough. Could I? I'm going to try. I'm going to at least move in the right direction towards that, because the more I listen to the blogs and the more I listen to the podcast and the more I see the vlogs, it's just so inspiring to me. It really is. And I feel like that community, they got it right. They're free. They're free of the consumerism. They're free of the materialism. They're free of the hoarding, the attachment, the strong attachment to many things. Most of them have, now not all of them, but from what I see, I don't know, I'm not one, but most of them seem like their finances are on track because they're not blowing it on a bunch of crap. I want to slowly move towards that lifestyle, and it'll take me days and weeks, but hey, guess what? It only takes one step to make a journey of 1,000 miles. And I believe that you can do it. And any hoarder can heal. I promise you that we can heal from our hoarding. So guess what, guys? I'm going to wrap up this video, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Bye.